The world watches as the murder trial begins for the ex-officer accused of killing George Floyd.
We begin tonight with Exhibit A, the video of Floyd gasping for breath. Prosecutors played the shocking footage earlier for jurors, telling them to remember how long Derek Chauvin pinned Floyd to the pavement, 9 minutes, 29 seconds. Prosecutors argued in their opening arguments that Chauvin didn't let Floyd up after he said that he couldn't breathe 27 times, even after he stopped moving.
The defense says it'll show jurors that Chauvin reacted how he was trained and that drugs played a role in Floyd's death. A Minneapolis dispatcher testified as the first witness. She recalled watching the city surveillance video of police trying to put Floyd into the backseat of a police car. She said her gut told her something was wrong, so she called a sergeant, a duty sergeant. This is part of her call to that sergeant. Listen.
Just wanted to let you know about the person with a knife at 2602 Bloomington. And then, I didn't know, you can call me a snitch if you want to, but I don't know if they have used force or not. They got something out of the back of the squad, and all of them sat on this man. So I don't know if they needed you or not, but they haven't said anything to me yet.
Yeah, they haven't said anything unless it's just a takedown, which doesn't count, but
Okay.
I'll find out.
No problem. We don't get to ever see it, so when we see it, we're just like, well, that looks a little different.
Chauvin sat calmly during the hearing and took notes. His trial is expected to last up to 1 month.
Let's bring in News 8's David Williams. David, George Floyd's death sparked 2 nights of protest and riots in Indianapolis and fueled calls for social justice. You spent today getting reaction to those opening statements. What do you find?
That's right. I talked with several community members and community organizations, and it turns out there are differing perspectives on this trial depending on whom you ask. Even though the trial's happening in Minneapolis, reactions coming from all over.
The old saying is justice delayed is justice denied. So it's off to a promising start in that the trial process has begun.
Tonight, perspectives differ on that trial.
I'm hoping for justice for George and his family.
James Wilson, CEO of Circle Up Indy, watched day 1 of the trial, which made him feel
angry a little bit. I have to be honest with you. It brought back memories of everything that we seen last year, but now with greater detail.
I asked Wilson what outcome he'd like to see in the trial.
Yeah, we all want justice, but justice can be decided for both the defense and both for the prosecutors. What we want is real evolution, setting a tone that officers can be held accountable when they do things wrong. Not all officers are bad. Let me make that very clear.
Mark Russell says he hopes the end result of the trial emphasizes justice, but also that people will pay attention to and bring to light any injustices they see.
We should not be passive standbys, passive observers of justice in our communities. We need to do what is right for all who may be affected.
Russell says some examples of that could be situations on the street involving an officer like this, or something you know is wrong that has the potential to impact the community in a negative way. Reporting live in downtown Indianapolis, I'm David Williams, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.
David, thank you so much for those perspectives. We'll continue to give you more perspectives. The trial could trigger many emotions for those of you who watch it. Today, I talked with a Minneapolis pastor who has led a number of peaceful protests there. I asked him how people can take care of themselves during this time.
You know, one of the first things I would tell them is, I understand. That's a question I have, is whether or not I can my emotions handle watching the trial every single day as well. What I would tell people is you have to be prayerful and thoughtful and figure out what's best for you in this area. Can you handle watching the trial every day? And also, I would remind and encourage people to not allow it to consume them as well. Whereas it's important for us to stay informed in this issue. There's nothing we can necessarily do to influence what's going on inside that room right now. Part of my belief is we've done part of our responsibility in pushing our government and our local officials to get to this point. But it's our responsibility at this time to more stand back and hope that this plays out the way that we would like it to play out. So, you know, stay informed, but also protect your emotional and mental health as well.
We'll have more with my talk with Pastor Seth Martin coming up at 6. Stick with Wish TV at 5:30. We will be talking to a former prosecutor and current defense attorney about the opening statements. But in the meantime, head over to wishtv.com for our latest coverage of the trial. You can find our main story on the right side of the homepage.